Nebraska, number 13, Jayla Cleveland. And at a guard, 5'9" junior from Granite Falls, Minnesota, number 32, Hannah Stark. Head coach for the Comets is Ryan Carpenter, assisted by Dylan Schmidt, Sadie Larson, and Michaela Sharp. Now make some noise for your Bismarck State College Mystics! Starting at a guard, 5'4" junior from Mandan, North Dakota, number 1, Piper Harris. At a forward, 5'11" junior from St. John, North Dakota, number 3, Natalie Dakota. At a guard, 5'10" sophomore from Bismarck, North Dakota, number 15, Aaliyah McPherson. At forward, 5'10" freshman from Willow City, North Dakota, number 20, Ashley Martindam. And at guard, 5'7" senior from Mandan, North Dakota, number 23, Kennedy Stormer. Bismarck State College head coach is Jason Harris, and he is assisted by Courtney Olson.
Mystics entering their final weekend of play in this historic armory, looking for playoff position. This will be an exciting weekend. Isaiah Johnson and Kyler Olson coming to you live from the Armory.
A massive weekend of basketball here at the Armory, as I did just mention, nearing the finish line of this home schedule. Some big opportunities from this Mystics women's team as they have an eye on the conference tournament, along with a few players who might reach some milestones this weekend. So let's get into some basketball.
BSC currently sitting in the 8th position in the Frontier Conference Tournament, the last spot open for the Frontier Conference Tournament at the end of the year, trying to fend off Bellevue and Valley City State, who they have a 1-game advantage over at this time.
Mayville's Jayla Cleveland gets a shot right at the buzzer. Really good defense by the Mystics. Mayville finds a way to get a bucket. Let's see what the Mystics' offensive game plan is tonight as Martindam lets one fly off the front of the rim, and here come the Comets. It's again a really good defensive possession for the Mystics here right off the bat. Just couldn't finish at the buzzer. Easy adjustments there as Cleveland already trying to post up at the top of the key here. Dribble handoff for a 3-pointer off the bat and off the mark for Hannah Stark. The offensive rebound for Mayville put back up by Layla Jensen. And the Comets on the board quickly here as Kennedy lets one go again off the front of the rim. The Mystics start with 2 off the front of the rim from 3 early.
Interesting strategy right off the bat, just launching up threes. The past few games, we've seen them try and drive in the lane a few times before starting their Rainmaker session, but they're just getting it going right away.
Again, 2 massive games for these Mystics women's team tonight and tomorrow as they have their eye on a conference tournament spot. Aaliyah takes her chances. And again, off the mark, Martindam with a really nice rebound. They'll kick it back out and reset the offense. So Isaiah said it's basically just find the 3-pointer and let it fly already. But speaking of which, Ashley Martindam from 3, and Martindam finally connects for the Mystics. And the Mystics on the board.
Big time 3 from Ashley Martindam. She really had her stroke earlier on in the season. Gone a little bit cold, but big time 3 for the Mystics. Get them on the board.
Representing our Willow City's finest, Ashley Martindam. Love to see it early here. Kennedy looking for something. Dakota pulls up from 3. And again, off the mark. So the Mystics 3-point shooting. A little off. Hopefully they warm up a little here. I would imagine they're not going to stop shooting 3 ball anytime soon.
No way.
Again, Kennedy brings it up, kind of waits for some support staff to show up. Aaliyah to the basket. Kick out, and they'll swing the ball around. As Mayville comes out in some man-to-man. Kennedy looking for something. They're giving him a lot of room here at the top of the key, which is very surprising here early. Daring him to shoot the 3. Piper Harris gets to the bucket, but just cannot finish. So, good aggressive start for the Mystics. Just need to finish. A nice block from Aaliyah McPherson.
Checking in for the Comets,
says we'll get none of that down here, and the Comets will take it out of bounds.
One thing I was going to mention in pregame was blocking. These teams do not have hardly any blocks on the season. 1 or less blocks per game typically for both teams. So to see a block like that, that's probably going to be rare in this game, but big time momentum for the Mystics.
Another post up down low and an offensive foul called. Misty Zempo going to confuse on the call, but BSC will get the ball back and roll offensively. Last 2 matchups for the Mystics as Martyrdam looking for a foul there, does not get the whistle she was looking for, and back come the Comets, unloading another one from 3, and Zempo hits from deep. Coach Jason Harris not happy with that defensive transition. Again, Mayville given plenty of space at the top of the three-point line here for the Mystics to take full advantage. They're used to teams being up in their face from the get-go as Kennedy, who's kind of looking for a magic number tonight and tomorrow night, gets to the basket for 2. Again, Mayville already doing some post-ups at the free throw line here. Again, Isaiah mentioned there's not a ton of size on either of these teams. I think 6 foot's the 6'2", I guess, is the tallest height listed on rosters, but Mayville already posting up towards the top of the key. Interesting offensive game plan here from the start. Another 3-pointer goes up, and Stark is off the mark. The Mystics wasting no time. Getting the ball up, a nice find down low, a beautiful dish, and Natalie Dakota finds a bucket down low on a beautiful assist.
Dakota in the starting lineup today, taking the place of Aliana Lawrence in that starting position. Gets it done there, just getting lost under the defense.
2 for Kansas.
Again, Mayville just matching every score. A nice kick out to Aaliyah. Aaliyah from 3. And away from the shot, foul as bodies start flying here. And the Mystics will retain possession. Something was going on. That's third in Oklahoma drill while that shot was up.
Natalie Dakota having a lot of fun underneath the basket right now, getting shoved in the back. And the Mystics will retain possession.
Shot clock, of course, back up to 20, and the Mystics will reset. Kennedy looking for something. She's going to kick it out to Piper. A lot of backside movement from the Mystics here early. Just a matter of hitting that window. Kennedy looking for something, and she finds another bucket. Great find for Kennedy. She gets another 2.
Stormer having a lot of success recently. Named the NAIA Women's Basketball Offensive Player of the Week for her performance 2 weeks ago. The first honor, Frontier Conference-wide, NAIA-wide rather, for any Mystic so far, as we will go to break at the 4:49 mark, tied 9-9. 9-9. And the Mystics will have the ball. Piper Harris inbounds, and Stormer will take the ball up the court.
Mystics' 2 previous matchups, against both teams this weekend, they did take down this Mayville State team 80-68 at Mayville. So hopefully looking for another win as Ashley, another one up front, but Piper, right place at the right time, cleans up the rebound and gets her own bucket. Great spot to be for Piper Harris in that situation. Several short 3-pointers from the Mystics tonight already. Let's see what kind of adjustment from long range we can get as we get a few new Mystics into the game. Looks like Harper Harris will check in along with Downhauer. Kennedy Stormer bring it up. She did sing the national anthem for us tonight. What can't this girl do? If you need a halftime show, she might be your girl.
I would not object.
I don't know what she would do, but she's got to have about 18 more skills we don't even know about yet.
What else is in that bag of tricks? We don't know. But she's showing that scoring ability early in this one. She drives to the bucket.
Harper Harris puts up another 3, and again, off the mark, and the Mystics start 1 of 8 from 3-point land. So definitely not afraid to unleash early. It's another one off the mark. Team that likes to shoot in the 50s of 3-pointers a game.
Wow.
So hopefully those will flip the switch. Mayville chooses to slow it down here a little bit. Mystics not giving them any breathing room here from the start. Piper Harris never gives anyone breathing room when she plays defense. A little switch here, gets to the basket. And Zempel finds another bucket for herself. Oh. Kennedy had a nice idea. Downhauer caught on late. No turnover. Stormer will reset the offense. Screen around. Again, a lot of nice cuts from the Mystics, but the Comets all over it. They're very set to see. As a charge called on Kennedy. It's kind of the downfall of that play she likes to run. She either picks up the contact whistle or a charge is called most of the time.
It's good awareness by Misty Zempel of Mayville. Knowing exactly what Stormer wants to do. She's not giving the ball up in that situation. Heads up play there to draw the foul. And if they get the second on Stormer, that could be a big deal moving forward.
The last two games for these Mystics women's team did lose to Montana Western 82-73. Martyrdom had 19 points, 7 rebounds, shot 50% from the field. Again, girl who loves to shoot the three-pointer, so it's been good to see her shooting more confidently from shorter range. Ashley Martyrdom, 19 points, 7 rebounds. Aaliyah McPherson had 18 points, 5 rebounds. Stormer was 17-4. She's usually the leader, so it was good to see Martyrdom and McPherson in that game. As we get back to this one, Comets will bring the ball up in a tie game here as we make our way to the end of the first quarter. Tough shot, forced up. Downhauer with the rebound, and again, though, wastes no time bringing the ball across. A nice pass down low, and Anna Lawrence on a beautiful assist from Stormer, and Lawrence gets herself in the score column.
Immediately making an impact off the bench. She's been really improving in that post play. Immediately just catch and shoot. Knows where she is in relation to the basket. Big weapon for the Mystics if they can run that play successfully.
Again, kind of just a tough shot. Forced up by the Comets, and another three-pointer off the mark, and both teams' three-point struggles continue as Harper Harris has something to say about that. Harper Harris. Big three-pointer to get him back in that column.
She says, if you're not going to guard me out here, I'm going to let it fly, and proves that you might need to put someone on her. She can drain it.
I'm amazed how much space they're giving him at the three-point line. Amazed. As Downhauer comes away with another tough rebound. Another three-pointer, and here they come. Kennedy Stormer hits a big three ball.
And a timeout by Coach Ryan Carpenter in his second season at Mayville. The Mayville Comets have kind of had a rough go this year so far. They have an overall record of 1-21 without their conference win since joining the Frontier. So the Mayville Comets are still looking for that first elusive Frontier Conference win. They played in the North Star beforehand, part of the group of teams that came over from the North Star, and BSC coming up from the NJCAA. As the Frontier Conference looks quite a bit different this year, but Mayville trying to find its footing still in this conference. BSC kind of found their rhythm a little bit mid-season, but Mayville still looking to get that big statement win and find their rhythm in this conference.
Again, this Mystics women's team did lose to Montana Western about a week ago. The team shot 28% from three, so these three-pointers starting to catch on here is a great sign for the Mystics. Also lost to number 13, Montana Tech, 93-60, so a team ranked in the top 20 in the country. Kennedy Stormer had 22 and 6 in that one. As the Comets, Zempo gets another bucket for herself, and again, 24% from three. So three-point percentage continued. Keep your eye on that for this Mystics team. Hopefully they can grow that number as Lawrence lets one fly from another zip code and off the mark. Again, 3 of 11 from three here early as the Comets, Layla Jensen hits from long range. They dip below a minute to go in the first quarter. This women's team, again, has current spot 8th in the conference. Top 8 go to the conference tournament. It's a matter of holding on to that these last 4 games of the season. It's another tough offensive foul called there. We'll give the ball back to the Comets. Kind of a tough go the last couple minutes offensively.
The Mystics, as you mentioned, in that 8th spot, they are 4-6 in their last 10, but they have lost their last 5. So they got off to a big win streak, 4 in a row, 5 out of 6. Since then, they've been on a bit of a skid, but they've been playing some of the better teams in the Frontier. Mayville and Valley provide winnable games for the Mystics to get back on track.
Tough offensive rebound there. Not a whole lot you can do about that, as we'll see what Kennedy will do here at the last 7 seconds. Finishing off the quarter, a big piece of this Mystics team as she'll let one go from 3, and again off the mark. And we'll go to the end of the first quarter. BSC with the 1-point lead in a big Frontier Conference game as we finish off the home schedule this weekend.
Isaiah Johnson and Kyler Olson coming to you from the Armory for quarter number 2 in this big-time Frontier Conference matchup. The Mystics have a 1-point advantage, but this has been a dogfight early, lots of scrapping for offensive boards and getting in the paint. But Mayville has been able to drain the 3 and stay competitive. When Mayville is shooting at a higher percentage, that can be problematic for their opponents, but Mayville just not a very consistent shooting team so far this year.
Just mentioned to Isaiah, we just went as Harper throws another, hey, and we're back. Harper Harris silences the 3-point haters. So we just went a quarter with no free throws, but we've also shot 20 3-pointers combined by both teams. So we'll see if the free throw numbers grow a lot. There's another turnover force. And hopefully the Mystics can find some more points here. We got Harper Harris with 6 points off the bench. Of course, nailing those 2 big 3-pointers. Good to see her getting involved in the scoring here right away.
Big stat to look out for early is the turnovers. Mayville's committed 5. The Mystics are without a turnover. So while they have not been shooting the 3 very efficiently, they've been taking care of the ball, which is huge for this team.
As I mentioned, the Mystics past 2 games last weekend shot 28 and 24% from 3, currently at 28.6. So a stat to keep your eye on, because I'm sure they won't slow down their 3-point game much. There's Mayville. Harper lets another one go. Looked good for our angle. Unfortunately, does not find its way through the net. Mayville will bring the ball back up and waste no time getting another one up. And they've shot several 3s that looked very good and also did not find their way through the net. Kennedy sees an opening and finds an elbow on her way to the basket, and BSU will take the ball out of bounds. Zempel very involved in this team on both ends of the court here.
Stormer, just a quickness advantage in that matchup against Misty Zempel. Whenever she has that speed advantage, she'll look to drive to the rim, and maybe a smart foul by Zempel.
Kennedy Stormer, the leading scorer on this team and in the Frontier Conference, as she gets to the basket, and we'll finally see some free throws tonight. She does average almost 22 points a game. This Mayville team, Hannah Stark leads the team with 10.7, so kind of a tale of 2 offensive mentalities there. Mystics, as much as Kennedy can take over a basketball game, a lot of Mystics very good in the score column, as Kennedy again will go to the line for some free throws.
She shoots at 75.8% so far this year, which is good for 7th in the Frontier.
Just a machine. She sees something offensively she likes, there's no hesitation, and that exemplifies the stat categories she loads up on a game-by-game basis. So this lead grows a bit to 6 with about 8.5 to go before halftime. See what kind of defense the Mystics have as another 3-pointer goes up. And Jensen finds another 3-pointer and cuts right back into that lead. Mayville already playing a lot tighter at the 3-point line, making those adjustments at timeouts, I'm sure. But Mystics trying to look for a better shot regardless of how much they love that three. A nice kick out, and Harper Harris off the mark. She's been a happy shooter already in this game. She's kind of that energy bunny that comes off the bench for this team. Her sisters are the exact same way. A really tough shot put up by Cleveland. Somehow finds the net. She scored the first points, and neither of her baskets have been easy. A nice kick out again to Harper. And again off the mark. And Kennedy, guess who? Another big rebound.
Just talking about Stormer being good for 7th in the Frontier in free throw percentage. She's 6th in rebounds per game.
Harper Harris, another point. And there's that sneaky steal that they've done many times this season. Don't get lazy passing the ball in on this team. Kennedy and Piper will be waiting for you. Shoot, they probably have 10 points this season just intercepting inbounds passes.
Yeah, we've been seeing them a lot more aggressive on those inbounds, the half-court press, combined with the man-to-man defense. They really like that zone D, but having success with the man-to-man.
Harper Harris having the half of her life.
Harris sisters starting to take over this game.
Love to see it. She knows what these games mean to her older sister, that's for sure. Another difficult shot. Mayville has seen very few easy shots tonight. The Mystics making him earn everything down low tonight is Harper Harris in double digits. I don't know what the odds on of that were before this game, but hey, more power to you. 6.5 to go in the second quarter, and Harper Harris with 11 points. Fantastic.
Yeah, defense has been a struggle for the Comets all year. They do give up nearly as many points as the Mystics at 80.5. So the Mystics give up 82 per game. Mayville gives up 80.5 per game. So both these teams' defense is not the most consistent on the year.
Oh,
that would have been insane.
They might have had to move to the Bavindick tomorrow because this roof might have blown off.
Just like from jaw gully range to that game against Bellevue.
No kidding. Aaliyah passes up a three, and they'll pull it back out and reset the offense. Amazed she didn't pull the trigger on that one. We'll see Harper Harris. She's not hesitating tonight. And off the mark, and Kennedy with another fantastic rebound. I mean, I don't think Kennedy's ever had an easy rebound. She's just everywhere. The Harris and former Harris Kennedy Stormer show tonight already. I want to send Kennedy out on a high note on these last two home games. As Piper will go to the line for some free throws. Off the mark on the first one.
Harris has been a consistent player for the Mystics, a starter all year. Real high-intensity player. Of course, multi-sport athlete, plays libero for the volleyball team, where she earned several honors last year.
And if there's somebody you don't want to be guarded by at the YMCA, it is Piper Harris. Girl's got an absolute motor on her as they're looking to force up another tough shot. 7 seconds on the shot clock, been a common theme tonight. And a really nice pass down low. And Hannah Stark, their leading scorer, takes advantage of a beautiful feed. Scored out 31-25. Natalie Dakota finds a bucket for herself, one of her favorite spots. She has 4 points. Lead back up to 8 here as we dip below 5 minutes to go in the second quarter. Mystics kind of with an interesting defensive setup here. Kind of just making life challenging for this Mayville team. They kind of figured out where their favorite spots are, and they're just forcing bad shots. Kennedy with their third rebound. And she's going to take it herself, dish it off. A beautiful assist from Kennedy Stormer. And Dakota is the beneficiary. Great set there for the Mystics in transition. Another kind of uncomfortable looking shot. Thrown up by Welk. And Kennedy wastes no time. Just cannot finish at the bucket. Strenuous defense by Harper Harris. Sometimes finds some fouls, and that being one of them.
Mystics have a 10-point advantage, 4:07 remaining. The Harper Harris and Piper Harris energizing this team. We'll be right back. BSC in a comfortable position, up 10 with 4:07 left in the second quarter.
Interesting stat here already. Mayville with 7 turnovers. Mystics already with 7 points off those turnovers. That's almost your difference in the ballgame right now. Aaliyah passes up a 3-point look, gives off to Piper for a 3, and Piper off the mark. So Mystics just 5 of 20 from 3 here in this second quarter. And the Mystics will, Comets, bring the ball back up on offense.
Well, the Mystics have yet to turn the ball over. Maybe that part of the reason why is because they've, taken about 5 seconds per possession to shoot up a 3. But at the same time, the more opportunities they get, the better. They shoot a ton of 3 balls.
Mayville is clearly living and dying by the 3-pointer tonight, as that's a lot of what we've already seen from this team, even though they do have 29 other shots put up, as Matthew Martindam, Willow City's finest, gets to the bucket for another one.
After draining that 3, Layla Jensen up to 13 points, 3 of 4 from 3.
It's another bucket down low, but again, the Mystics making things difficult near the basket tonight. Kind of almost daring Mayville to shoot the 3. They do have 4 of 12. Feels like they have more than that. Maybe that's because they've shot so many.
Yeah,
a nice little pull-out bucket there for Hannah Stark.
It's been Jensen who's been so efficient from the 3-point line in this one. Really, she's the reason the Comets are in the game.
I'm amazed a few more Mystics haven't pulled the trigger on more 3s, because they're definitely getting some wiggle room here from this Mayville defense. The Mystics clearly looking for better shots as Natalie Dakota pulls the trigger on 1. And another really nice rebound. Aaliyah from 3. And again, off the mark. Nice rebound for Layla Jensen. And another 3-pointer put up. In and out, and a fight for the ball is going to give us a jump ball. Ball will stay with the Comets.
We haven't seen, I would say, a lot of textbook boxing out. There's been a lot of rebounds of players just darting in, grabbing the ball on both sides. And Mayville players just getting advantage underneath the bucket after every shot. They've got 6 offensive rebounds to the Mystics 5.
The 3-pointer off the mark, and there again is Kennedy Stormer, right place at the right time. Dakota, little hezzy move. Harper Harris is going to get caught with a step before a dribble. A travel called. Again, this Mystics team, 6-17 overall, 6-12 in the conference, and that is currently 8th in the conference. Big note there is the top 8 after next weekend go to the Frontier Conference Tournament. So the Mystics holding strong there, trying to finish strong to hold on to that spot with a few knocking on the door behind them, including teams we're going to see this weekend. Another 3-pointer, and Harper Harris with an unbelievable rebound. Kennedy from 3.
Oh.
And what a swing. Wow.
Kennedy Stormer better give Harper Harris a big shout out after that one, giving her the second opportunity. What an effort from Harper Harris on this rebound, falling to the floor amidst 3 defenders and getting it out to your playmaker for the second chance. That is just amazing stuff. What a game for Harper Harris.
Holy smokes. This is a phenomenal start for Harper Harris. Another really nice feed and kind of leaving the backside open, and the Comets take full advantage. There's been a few instances of that. We'll see if they backside help at all as this game goes on. And the Mystics find another foul within a drive to the basket. There's been a couple of those already here.
Calls on the Comets, number 12, Zeppo.
Just kind of surprising considering the cushion they're giving them at the three-point line.
Number 32, Stark.
Martyrdam averaging 10.2 a game, shoots 68.7 at the line.
Got a quick, kind of a flat shot almost, just right over the top of the rim. Makes its way through the net. That's all you need. We got 1 minute left here. Once again, big goal for this Mystics team every quarter. Finish strong on both sides of the court. Again, Mayville looking to post up right around the free throw line. And another shot put up by Jensen. She has not been afraid to take any shots as these offensive rebounds continue to kill this Mystics defense. And as Isaiah had just mentioned, we haven't seen a whole lot of boxing out tonight. And the Comets with 7 offensive rebounds here early.
That was just a great fight from Bella Cons, a 5'10" junior out of Maple Grove, Minnesota.
Just gonna back down the lack of size. The Mystics make life miserable. Here comes Piper, a nice little kick out to Ashley Martyrdam. And again, another one off the mark. Cons with a really nice rebound in some traffic, 27 seconds to go. Again, Mystics looking for a strong finish going into halftime. The casual 8-point lead here. A nice steal. Thought she had a nice pass, 10 seconds to go here. Comets needing to make a quick decision as Piper's not giving them anything to work with. Piper with a nice steal, 3 seconds. Piper needs a layup, and Piper Harris with the exact finish this Mystics team needed going into halftime.
Wow. Piper Harris, hat off to you. 2 straight steals. And this time, just says fine, I'll do it myself. Under control, getting it in there. Double-digit lead for the Mystics at halftime. Wow. Harper Harris, Piper Harris, Kennedy Stormer, getting it done for the Mystics. We'll be back for our halftime show. Mystics leading the Mayville State Comets by 10, entering the third quarter.
Yeah, it's been usually the Kennedy Stormer show. She's definitely shown up in the stats column, but Harper Harris, I mean, the effort level. Piper Harris finishes off that quarter in big fashion with a big steal and a big bucket, which is exactly what this Mystics team needs to continue to do, is finish off quarters defensively and offensively, and in that sense, defense turned into offense. So great finish by Piper. Again, a Harper Harris show has arrived. She's 3 of 8 from 3. She had 11 points with 6 minutes left in the second quarter. Both teams are not afraid to shoot the three-pointer. BSC has made things very difficult for Mayville down low. They do have some points down there, but very few of them have ended up on the scoreboard. They have not shot a free throw yet. Mystics have only shot 6, but Mayville has not shot a free throw. That's both attributed to BSC's pretty good defense already here, but Mayville has pulled the trigger on a lot of open three-point looks and not gone down low a whole lot because of the attacking defense that the Mystics play down low.
Yeah, we're seeing a very clean game from the Mystics overall. Only 2 turnovers for the Mystics so far. And like Kyler mentioned, no free throw attempts for Mayville. Absolutely astonishing in the discipline that the Mystics are showing, giving themselves a lot more looks from 3 and just playing a much cleaner game than we're used to seeing from them. The bench point stat is a little interesting, 13-2 in favor of BSC, 11 of those courtesy of Harper Harris.
She's been just unreal. The motors on this team. I mean, a lot of these rebounds, as Isaiah mentioned in the first 2 quarters, not a lot of boxing. You know, it's been a lot of, oh, hey, there's a ball in my hands. Just a lot of effort and energy rebounds. And again, Kennedy Stormer and Harper Harris have been the beneficiaries of that a lot. So, 10-point lead as we go into the third quarter. Once again, big conference game, especially for the Mystics tonight and tomorrow night. So, here we go.
Number 1, Harris. Number 3, Dakota. Number 15, McPherson. Number 20, Martin.
Mystics will start with the ball. Again, 10-point lead here. And a stat to keep your eye on for the folks at home. Kennedy Stormer is slowly inching towards the 1,000 points mark in her college career. I believe she needed 52 before this game, and she has 12 tonight. So I don't think we're predicting tonight, but it'd be fantastic to see it at home tomorrow night. So the Kennedy Stormer points column, something to keep our eye on in the next 24 hours. There's again some confusion offensively here. We've seen a few nice passes, but it's been a matter of if there's a Mystic there waiting for it. And they'll give the ball back to the Comets here to start this third quarter.
Yeah, when I'm playing pickup basketball, I make some really nice passes to the out-of-bounds line. It's just because no one was there, but they were still nice passes.
It was a nice pass. Nobody was ever there.
That's what my air balls are, too, you know?
Yeah. Three-pointer right off the bat from Zempel. Off the mark. And again, both teams struggling a bit tonight shooting the three-point ball, both hovering around that 25% range. It's not going to stop either team from shooting. And back come the Comets. So several possessions here already in this first couple minutes of the third quarter. This game definitely not slowing down. A nice backdoor cut, just a tough positioning. Kennedy playing some good defense, but Stark had very good position herself as she got the ball. Martindam from three, and the Mystics back in the three-point column. How many does she have already tonight? Several.
That's 10.
Here we go. Ashley Martindam into double-digit points right away in this third quarter. Another positioning, opens up a wide-open three, hits every part of the basket, and Welk gets a three to roll in. Kennedy Stormer wastes no time, and that ball somehow did not find its way through the net. And we already have about 9 possessions in this third quarter. A nice kick out to Aaliyah, and Aaliyah's gonna let one fly, and here come the three-pointers.
Wow. The three-pointers are starting to fall now, and we've got a high-scoring game. The Mystics already have 50, a little bit more than halfway through this one.
A tough play. Martindam had pretty good positioning, just didn't move her feet as quickly as she needed to. Mayville will finally show us if they know how to shoot free throws. So something to keep our eye on as Cleveland goes to the free throw line. This BSC Mystics team, 8th in the conference, Bellevue sitting right behind them. At 9, Valley City State and Bellevue, both 5 and 13 in the conference. Mystics 6 and 12, so they are up a game. Dickinson State also floating back there at 11, 4 and 14. But the remaining schedules, some got the long straw, some have the short straw, and we'll get to those momentarily. Needless to say, Mystics, just win your games. Coaching philosophy, don't worry about everybody else. Just go win your basketball games.
Yeah, winning's usually pretty good if you want to make a tournament.
Somewhat helpful. Nice rebound. A nice dish off. And the Mayville bench a little frustrated at the lack of rebounding on that possession. And the Mystics will hold on to the ball. Shot clock back up to 20. Get the ball into Dakota, and she'll operate. Kick it back out to Kennedy Stormer, and she'll reset. A nice pass out wide. Martindam had to look for a second, but kind of bobbled the ball, and a nice setup for her. And Ashley Martindam off the rim. Kennedy Stormer, surprise, surprise. Another great rebound. Aaliyah lets one fly from three. The back of the iron, and another offensive rebound. Mystics might just hold on to the ball the rest of this quarter. Piper Harris gets the basket, and finally, Piper will go to the line for some free throws. I didn't know if that possession would end. It was like a rally in volleyball.
Yeah, the Mystics are really getting scrappy at the rims, and Kennedy Stormer, this shows how much of a leader she is for this team. 40 points away from 1,000. Has 9 rebounds in this game and 3 assists, just focusing on getting the ball to her teammates only shooting if she's open, just playing really smart basketball too, putting the team ahead of the milestone.
Really good to see Piper Harris missed a few free throws earlier in this game, but nails both of those. So good to see the confidence rise back up. As we'll see what the Mystics want to do defensively here. Again, have been making life miserable down low on the block. As Jensen had an idea and then decided against it, but hopped off the floor just high enough to be called for the travel. Ball back to the Mystics. We'll have Lawrence back into the game as Dakota has a seat for a few moments. Marta Dam looking for something. She is swarmed by Comets. She took 2 steps and was guarded by 4 people. Jensen thought about the three-pointer, went against it, and another really tough shot forced up by Lawrence and Marta Dam down low. Aaliyah's begging for the ball. I figured she wanted a three-pointer. Another one off the mark. Kennedy fighting for every rebound here. And unfortunately, that one results in a foul.
Number 23, Stormer. Her second.
It's a tough one.
Harper Harris checks in for the Mystics.
Harper Harris back into the game for Mystics fans tonight. That's a really good sign. She's been unreal tonight. Already 11 points, 3 rebounds. It's the Mystics back to man-to-man defense here. They played kind of a wonky zone earlier in the second quarter. Piper Harris. Jensen kind of takes full advantage of strong defense from Piper, and guess who? Harper Harris fighting for another loose ball. Just what she does. Might not load up the stat category every night, but
tonight it is.
Her teammates know who she is. The ball into Cleveland. And again, this stifling defense at the three-point line. They've certainly adjusted to the shooting of these Comets. And a really nice move by Jensen to get to the basket, and she's again met by a host of Mystics. Kennedy had a pretty nice open look. Aaliyah's gonna take the look. Another one off the front, but another offensive rebound. I think they have 6 of those in the last 3 minutes. Piper trying to find something. Martinson not giving her the time of day. Kennedy with a really nice spin move. And another tough one for Kennedy. Just so many good looks and just those in and out shots. How many points would a career have if those went in?
Should probably be at 1,000 already.
Holy smoke, easily. So many roll around the rims at the basket. So the Mystics go to a full court press here. And the Comets, due to some Jensen abilities, get the ball across pretty quick. And again, there are just 5 Mystics in the lane waiting for them, and somehow Zempel finds another bucket out of that maze of Mystics down low. Get below a 5-minute mark here in the third quarter. A nice little floater from Downhauer, unable to connect. And again, possession after possession after possession here in this third quarter. A nice little pull-up shot for Cans.
For Cans.
And Cans finds another bucket. Downhauer is going to take any three-point look she can get. And Downhauer gets going from 3, and Coach Jason Harris wants a timeout.
Mystics up 11, 4:13 left. Mystics fighting for 8th and the Frontier Conference Tournament. Mystics up 11 as Jolie Martinson inbounds for the Comets.
Great defense coming out of the timeout. This is a tough pass, and the Mystics will get the ball right back. And what's better than 1 timeout is 2 timeouts.
Media timeout.
I guess we have another media timeout.
They've had enough of us.
I'll take this opportunity to plug the Frontier Conference. Frontier Conference would like to thank the following corporate partners for their continued financial support: BSN Sports and Nike, Cooper Tire and Tire-Rama, the D.A. Davidson Companies, Eric Hotels, First Interstate Bank, Billings Clinic and Logan Health, McDonald's of Great Falls, Northwestern Energy, Pepsi and the Harrington Bottling Company, Snap Mobile, Winwan Technologies, and the Montana Army National Guard. Uncommon is calling. Don't forget to download the Frontier Conference app in partnership with Snap Mobile. The app is free to download. Just search for FC Sports in the App Store on Apple or Google Play for Android. Thank you for listening and enjoy tonight's contest.
Again, looking at kind of the bottom tier of the conference standings, this BSC team sitting at 8, Bellevue at 9, Valley City at 10, DSU at 11, but BSC playing number 12, 10, and 9 in the conference might have some benefits this weekend and next, as other teams in the conference in that same mix having to travel to or host some top 5 teams. So this Mystics team might benefit for the remainder of their schedule after playing already the gauntlet that is the Frontier Conference. Piper Harris picks up her second foul, and the Comets will inbound. It's under 4 to go here in the third quarter.
On that prior possession, Kennedy Stormer picked up her 10th rebound. She's already got a double-double.
So as difficult as BSC has made life down low, Mayville has just a big and nice enough path and window to get a little easier shots these last couple possessions. Mayville turning up tempo a little bit defensively here, and BSC a little caught off guard. Still inbound here, and Kennedy will reset the offense. Mayville in man with a little bit of size hanging out down low as Downhauer lets another 3 go, and Downhauer with another big 3-pointer for BSC.
She's been finding her stroke in this one and getting more space than we've seen. We know how capable she is of knocking that one down.
It's a very interesting pass down low. She had all the positioning in the world, but a bounce pass. Harper Harris is sitting there waiting for it as Lawrence launches another one. And Kahns with another rebound. Another 3-pointer up for Mayville. And Welk off the mark. Another scramble for a loose ball. The ball will go out of bounds.
In for the Comets, number 32, Hannah Stark.
Number 32, Hannah Stark, their leading scorer, back into the game. It's been more of the Jensen and Zempel show for the Comets tonight.
Those two have 28 of the 46 points of the Comets.
And again, Hannah Stark is their leading scorer at 10.7, so not super duper filling up the point sheet as Downhauer tries a layup this time and cannot finish it. And an interesting call here. We give the ball back to the Mystics.
Yeah, I didn't really get a good look at it from this corner of the gym, but evidently a extended arm and an offensive foul.
Nobody debated it, so it must have been relatively obvious. Harper Harris feeling it! The Harper Harris show continues. My goodness.
Wow. What a night for Harper Harris in every aspect of the game as Coach Carpenter wants a timeout. Mystics, or the Comets, trying to get a little momentum. Harper Harris continuing to let it rain from behind the arc. Wow, 4 threes for her, 14 points. She is the leading scorer on the Mystics. Well, Jensen and Zempel each have 15 for the Comets.
Once again, BSC's remaining schedule here. Number 12 in the conference, Mayville here tonight. Number 10, Valley City tomorrow. At number 9, Bellevue. Massive game next week, especially depending on what Bellevue does tonight and tomorrow night. And at number 1, Dakota State. So kind of a tough way to end your schedule. That is why tonight, tomorrow, and next Friday are huge for this Mystics team, sitting 1 game above 9 and 10. Bellevue goes to number 2, Montana Tech, number 7, Montana Western this weekend. So, again, as a BSC coach, go win your basketball games. Problem solved. That's all I have to say for you. Go win your games. Don't worry about the people underneath you. Just go play your game. Another nice rebound from Harper, and Kennedy Stormer decides to join the party. Bang! Great shot from long range for Kennedy. And back the other way. Mayville's had a lot of pretty good answers, but not that time, as Kennedy with a nice kick out to Downhauer, and Downhauer! The three-point party continues. Beautiful from Downhauer.
Our PA got into it on that one. That's 3 threes from Downhauer, and she and Stormer are feeling it. They have a big-time connection in this game as Downhauer comes up with a steal.
Great idea with a kick out to Harper Harris.
Checking in for the comments, number 12,
But
Zempel.
Jensen sitting there waiting for her. Ball will stay with the Mystics.
As always, stay tuned for the men's game afterwards, where the Mystics will take on the Comets starting at 7.
Beautiful move from Piper Harris. We've seen a lot of reverse layups this year. It's just a matter of if it finishes, and that one fortunately does. It's another three-pointer launched up from Zempel, and she has been feeling it tonight. Should be her 18th point of the game. She's been big for this Comets team. We dip to 45 seconds, and Downhauer is just unleashing it here in the third quarter. Another three from Callie Downhauer. And back on the other end, Whitney Welk. Freshman from Bismarck, Legacy Sabre, gets the bucket for another one. Kennedy kicks it back out to Piper, 20 seconds to go. And the Mystics, with about a 2-second differential here, will use as much clock as they can. I would probably give it to Harper Harris right now too, or Downhauer. Lawrence is not gonna waste any time from three and cannot connect. And a hustle play draws a short straw to the deal from Kennedy, and it'll get her another foul. I believe that might be her third.
Stormer, her third.
And Aaliyah McPherson will check in for Kennedy momentarily. Just under 5 seconds to go here. Comets ball. Mystics again needing a strong finish. I think Jensen had plans, but not a whole lot of support staff. So we will go to the fourth quarter. Mystics, the nice lead. Hopefully hold on to this lead and go into another big game tomorrow night.
The Mystics up 19. Isaiah Johnson, Kyler Olson bringing you Mystics basketball from the Armory. Of course, the last weekend of athletic competitions in the Armory, and the Mystics women's basketball team off to a great start, and Kennedy Stormer will get this offense organized.
Again, this Mystics team, their first matchup at Mayville State. The Mystics did come away with a win, 80-68 in that one. Leah McPherson tries her hand, and another nice rebound, but also a turnover along with it. And Jensen's trying to been doing everything for this team. Finds Hans, and she's gonna get to the free throw line for some free throws. Once again, I know I've chipped away at this remaining schedule, but sitting right behind this Mystics team are both Bellevue and Valley City at both 5 and 13 in the conference. So both sitting outside of the postseason picture. Bellevue having to play number 2, number 7, number 8, and number 11 to finish it off. Valley City having to play at Dickinson State tonight, at BSC, obviously here in the Armory tomorrow night, but they also finish against Carroll and Rocky, who are 3rd and 4th in the conference. And Dickinson State sitting 2 games behind the party versus Valley City at 10, Mayville at 12, but at number 1 and number 9 to finish it off. So I'll again go back to square one. Mystics, go win basketball games. And Ashley Martindam gets the bucket. But number 12 again, Zempel, had different ideas, and it turned into a bucket for the Comets as Welk finds another basket on a breakaway.
The Mystics game tomorrow against Valley City State could be key. Mystics only 1 game ahead of Valley City State, but do have the head-to-head tiebreaker right now. During their 4-game winning streak, they beat Valley City 59-55. So if they could complete the season sweep, that would put the Mystics in a great position against Valley City State.
So 72 points with just under 9 to go here. Kennedy Stormer with 15, Harper Harris rocking it out tonight with 14, along with 4 of 9 from the 3-point line. Downhauer with 12, again 4 of 7 from 3. Piper Harris and Ashley Martindale both with 10. So 5 Mystics already tonight in double figures with only 8:30 left to go in this one. Great sign to see offensively. I know Isaiah's mentioned this Comets team definitely struggles defensively, but the Mystics taking full advantage.
Yeah, the Mystics average 69.7 points per game. They've already got 72 with 8 minutes left.
Ashley Martindale with a tough one. She's been looking for a lot of contact and whistles tonight, but unfortunately it just has not been the result for her. Jensen again, gets to the basket. Can't finish. Been a lot of just tough defense fouls tonight. Harper Harris will check back in. Again, 4 of 9 from 3 tonight for Harper Harris. 14 points along with 4 really tough rebounds. She is a big piece off the bench if she can produce like this relatively consistently for this Mystics team. 20 on the shot clock here as Piper is thinking about it. A wide open lane opens up, but cannot finish at the basket. That was wild how that just, the sea parted.
We just heard Coach Harris say, finish, that's all. She did everything right except the finish.
For Harris with 5th rebound. She might make her way to a double-double here before we know it. BSC operating here. A pretty healthy lead, but we all know there's no such thing as healthy leads in college basketball. As a nice dish down, and Dakota with another nice finish at the basket.
Oh, beautiful pass from Harper Harris.
Here comes the help defense the Mystics haven't had a ton of tonight. Comets have had a few really nice looks. There's another rebound. Falls into the hands of Stark, and a nice reverse layup. It's Mystics lead at 14 here with 6.5 to go. And back comes Jensen. She's been all over the place tonight. Welk, sorry. Keep getting my Jensen and Welk mixed up. And Welk with another basket. BSC needing to turn the tempo up a little bit here as the Comets have kind of turned their own tempo up. Harper Harris, another offensive rebound for this Mystics team. And another contact foul down below. I'm not sure if that's going to equal free throws. They've taken the ball out of bounds a lot. Hope Jason Harris's out of bounds playbook is growing.
And number 12,
considering we've only seen, 12 free throws tonight.
Yeah, this is a quick game. We might have a long break before the men's game.
Natalie Dakota looking for something, not finding much of it. Kennedy Stormer trying to post up, not getting a whole lot of good positioning. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Kennedy looking for something. A nice kick-out pass to Aaliyah. Dishes it to Harper. Harper Harris again. Off the mark. And Harper Harris somehow comes up with a rebound and a 3-pointer. I can't even describe this anymore.
Harper Harris, put on a show, take a bow.
Unbelievable.
What a game.
The Harper Harris, like I said, I can't even, she pulls up from 3 again in the corner.
Falls on the comments, number 10, Jensen.
Also stick with us. In between games tonight, we'll have our final exclusive interview with head wrestling coach, newly rejuvenated BSC Mystics wrestling program, Coach Jeff Schumacher, who's a very well-known name around the Bismarck area as he had an absolute dynasty in his time at Bismarck High. We'll talk to Coach Shuey in between women's and men's games tonight.
Chewy's the nickname?
Sure is. There you go.
Awesome.
Absolute legend. Mayville comes up with the rebound here. Another three-pointer uncorked for the Comets. Well, again off the mark, but Jensen there to clean it up, and Jensen
2 for Jensen.
finds another basket. And head coach Ryan Carpenter wants timeout.
Mystics up 13, 4:50 remaining. We will be right back in 30 seconds. Mystics up 13, closing in on a win. If they can keep this together, they would move to 7-12 in the Frontier Conference. Of course, looking for that spot in the Frontier Conference tournament.
Absolutely, I know I've beaten to death these remaining schedules, but rather than keep our eye on Bellevue and Valley City and DSU, I think this Mystics team just do your thing for 3 more games and not worry about the rest of the world. It's another nice pass. Mayville's had a lot of nice feeds down low, a lot of good positioning, but BSC's usually really good at help defense. And Mayville take the ball out, get the ball back into Jensen. And again, Harper Harris with quite a disadvantage height and size-wise. And Zempo gets the bucket for another one. I believe she is over the 20-point mark now, leading this team in points. Also has 8 rebounds.
Oh, man.
The Harper Harris highlight reel tonight.
2-0, 20 points for Harper Harris. Unbelievable, 6 of 12 from 3. Career night for Harper Harris. Incredible stuff.
You know, her sister's trying to get to 52, so if Harper could build some assists here, she might be able to get double-double somewhere. Natalie Dakota joins again the three-point party, and that 26% range has moved up to just under 32%. So some good numbers to see. Kind of tough to have a really good percentage when you throw out 52 of them, but as Zempo again continues to do her thing down low.
Fouls on number 15.
She has 22,
Her second.
along with her 8 rebounds, and Zempo will go to the line.
Semple's been very impressive in the post tonight. Her and Layla Jensen, really the big majority of all the offense the Comets have had.
Cans for 2.
Her cans kind of, again, taking advantage of that. If that would have gone, I might have walked out of this gym.
It was close. Thought the bank was about to open at 6:20 p.m.
Falls on number 32.
So I haven't banked one. Maybe I should try this time.
McPherson at the line for the Mystics.
I mean, if you had a Harper Harris 20-point game, 6 of 13, and a banked three-pointer on your bingo card tonight, killing it.
Yeah, exactly. And the Mystics now have 6 players in double digits. Marta Dam, Piper Harris, Natalie Dakota, Kaylee Dowenhauer, Kennedy Stormer, and Harper Harris, all in double figures. What a well-balanced effort from this Mystics team.
Fantastic. I know we've mentioned Kennedy Stormer coming in 52 points away from that 1,000 mark. She did play at Northern State and Minot State in the Northern Sun Division II. And she has, of course, lit it up for the Mystics all season and leads the entire conference in scoring with just about 22 points a game. She does have 15 tonight. I was hoping we'd see about 30 from her, but there is 2.5 minutes to go.
She could score 18 in 2.5 minutes, I believe.
This is true. But she's going to have a talk with her sister tonight. Harper, quit shooting those threes and give me... No, she would never do that. I know that.
Checking in for the Comets, number 5, Welk.
Welk back into the game. Sitting there with 9 points, 8 rebounds. She's about as close as you can get to a double-double with not even having double yet. She's had a pretty solid night offensively for this Comets team. There's another tough mid-range shot from Zempo is off the mark. And here comes Kennedy. Kind of the the mentality of Kennedy. She leads the conference in scoring, but she's about the best leader you can ask for on a basketball team. As Aaliyah with a nice floater. And Aaliyah inching her way to double figures in points. She has 9. And again, the balance Isaiah just alluded to continues to shine on this team tonight. 2 minutes to go in this one. Just about a 20-point lead for BSC. Another three-pointer is hit from Martinson. Devils Lake, North Dakota graduate. The Mystics will move the ball around a little bit. LA Dakota coming around the bottom of the key. A nice kick out, and Harper's not going to hesitate tonight. And all off the mark, but Aaliyah adds to the offensive rebounds for this team. And another three from Dakota off the benefits of 18 offensive rebounds for the Mystics tonight. Fantastic effort from this team in every direction tonight. We approach the 1 minute mark here. Another three launched up from Welk, and she hits again. So despite the fantastic night for the Mystics, the Comets just not giving up in any effort offensively.
Full timeout call by Mayville State.
As we have 1:04 remaining, we'll step away. We're nearing the end. Mystics in great position. Isaiah Johnson, Kyler Olson giving you the final 1:04 of this one. Stay tuned after this game, between this game and the men's game, for an exclusive interview of Coach Jeff Schumacher. Kyler Olson will sit down with Coach Schumacher to talk about BSC wrestling, its recent revival, and his hopes for the program moving forward into this new era of BSC wrestling.
Now wait, as we dip below the 1 minute mark, Mayville State's defense kicking the tempo up, making it tough for a nice finish as Stark gets to the basket for another one. I don't think they're going to cut too much into this lead with the amount of time, but their effort level, they're definitely competing to the end of the clock here. And they're just, Mystics are just going to play keep away. So the Mystics again, about to be 7-12 in the conference, trying to stay ahead of Bellevue and Valley City, currently sitting at 5-13 apiece. But this Mystics team, after Mayville, will have number 10 Valley City come to town tomorrow night. And then at number 9 Bellevue, another big game. These next 2 games for this Mystics team, massive, before they finish at number 1 Dakota State. So take care of business and fill that final spot in that bracket. And the Mystics will welcome Valley City State in tomorrow night for both men's and women's. This Mystics women's team took down Valley City in their game at Valley City State, 59-55. So maybe expect a competitive, high level, a lot at stake tomorrow night for both teams as they both fight for that last spot. It's Natalie Dakota. Good to see her finishing at the basket as we near the end of this one. BSC just looking to finish strong here. Another three-pointer thrown up off the backboard and bounces in for Stark. And BSC will just try to kill the rest of this clock as Mayville makes life a little interesting. And clock will burn. And this Mystics team will get a big Frontier Conference win and a little momentum going into another big one tomorrow night.
Big time win for the Mystics, giving themselves a bit of a cushion, looking to play in the Frontier Conference Tournament. 13-point victory, 94-81. And of course, Harper Harris leading the charge with 20, Natalie Dakota with 16, Kennedy Stormer with 15. On the other end, Zempel led the Comets with 24. Stay tuned for the interview with head coach Jeff Schumacher coming up next. And following that, PSC men versus the Mayville State men. Stay tuned.